everybody, and welcome to the Entities Arena. I am your host, Travis the On Demand, and today we're going to get kicking with our very first game in this week's matchup between Alter and How Did We Get Here. Our first game is going to be on Torment Creek. We already see there's a pretty tight 3-gen, all in thanks to our corrupt intervention. And so it looks like there is a survivor over here, because I thought I saw somebody over here. Yep, someone is over here, and I'm just trying to figure out who it is because they're hugging these loops pretty well. Oh, it's a Jonathan Byers. And and they decided they're looping this Huntress decently well already, just pre-throwing a pallet, and we are on our way. Gonna try and get a good throw through the corn, and it's gonna be unable to connect, but someone was over here trying to work a generator, and that person had balanced landing, so they decided to go ahead and use it and just take off. And trying to get the throw over the boxes, and it's just unable to connect. They're going to try and continue the pursuit, and they are probably... Oh, wait, what? I don't know what happened there, but I thought they were going to get their first hit, but no, does not appear to be the case. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to get the first hit quite yet, but they are trying... Ooh, unable to connect. For those that have been counting... That was 6 hatchets that were thrown. There were 6 hatchets, so it could be that they brought in something for extra. Oh, very nice throw coming in. Oh, good thing is they didn't pre-throw the pallet. Oh, so close to getting them down there, but really good job of breaking the line of sight. And very good mind game coming in by the Huntress. And it looks like this Jill Valentine's gonna go through the pallet. They throw it, and they do go down. It was a very good throw coming in. Oh, the tree just cut them off. This would be incredibly good pressure. This is incredibly good pressure that we're seeing, and we do know that Deadlock is one of the perks. Deadlock is one of the perks that was brought. Right now there are 2 people that are slugged, and they're going to go for the pressure to try and get the 3rd one down. And we did see a dead hard, and that person goes down. We have 3 people slugged. 3 people slugged at the very beginning. That's a lot of pressure. 1 person did get up. That could have been an unbreakable person. It could have been someone who got picked up by somebody else. And so with that, we do get somebody. Oh, very good hatchet throw coming in by the Fang. They're trying to go for the prediction. They were just a little behind. Oh, they're going just in between. These survivors really need to break. These survivors really need to break it up. They need to get their distance, because running together can create a huge snowball. Right now, you have 1 person on the ground, 1 person on the hook. Now, there were some beginning chases, and this killer really gained a lot of pressure at the very beginning. A 2nd generator was completed. 2 people are still on the hook. One of them has about 20 seconds left. Has about 20 seconds left until they hit stage 2. It looks like the killer is trying to go for some wild throws over by the shack side of the map, but they're not finding anything to connect. Ooh, we do see a Jill that's right over here. Ooh, and they decide not to commit, and they go down. They pay for it anyway. This is a very good position, and we have a deliverance play coming in. That is very good, and we do have somebody going to 2nd stage. Looks like they're going to try and apply a lot of pressure. They're trying to get some throws in, but just unable to connect. And for those that were counting, that was 7 hatchets thrown. So we do know that the infantry belt is the add-on that was brought, and we do get an unhook. We do get an unhook on the Jonathan Byers, and it looks like a BT coming in very clutch. Very nice job duking the, you know, just avoiding the hatchets. They're going to try and get a prediction throw, and it's just going to be unable to connect with a very good dead hard, but the firecracker isn't going to do anything. They hit the hay, but I have a feeling that something is going to be happening right about now. So they're going to use this opportunity. Looks like some people have already reset, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and confirm our first death. And with that in mind, that is a death for Mr. Jonathan Byers. Now let's take a look at your gen spread. You have two gens that are near the main, and then you have that gen that just exploded. Oh, and that gen, it sounds like it's got 3 pistons in it. Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and come across a Wild Nia who's just desperately trying to avoid these hatchet throws. Very nice, and they are going to go down very soon, I imagine, with an M1. Oh, wow. Very good juke there. He's going to try and break the line of sight with the hatchet throw, and they don't get it. They don't connect. And so they're going to go ahead and chase somebody else. They're going to chase the Jill, who's just looking to break the line of sight. Oh, and they go down. This killer is going to be looking to get a lot of pressure with 2 injured people, knowing that there's somebody here, that this person really needs to leave. And it looks like the killer's going to try and continue this pursuit, but I wouldn't leave them too long. There's a couple of gens that have a lot of progress on them. Now, what we did see is the Jill went down into the basement, and they went super fast because we know that they have Balance Landing. It's one of the few spots where they can be able to proc it and try and get out of dodge as soon as possible. And they're gonna just kick some of these gens. Ooh. Someone is being greedy, and they didn't quite get the hatchet throw. They do get the M1 there, and so they're just going to continue to break the line of sight. They're going to get their vaults, and they're going to do the best they can to avoid the hatchet throws as much as possible. Oh no! Wow! And these survivors are doing a pretty good job, even with 1 person out. They're putting a lot of pressure, and oh, and they just go down. Okay. So now they have 2 more generators they need to complete. I know this gen had a lot of pressure on it. We know the Deliverance is already gone. And we're going to move on to this hook, which is actually relatively close. Oh, there's somebody here. Who's here? Somebody's here, and I think they're leaving. Oh yeah, they're gonna try and get some good pressure. If they can get this hit in, they're lining up for the shot, trying to get a perfect shot, and just unable to execute that time, but that's okay. They did finish that gen that was on the back side of that shack, and now there's this one in front of it that looks to be 99. These survivors aren't quite healing. You know, which can be very dangerous against 100s, but they could just be behind the pressure, and they just want to secure points as much as they can. And an unhook did occur, and what we're seeing from the Sundras is they're trying to use their red stain and really manipulate that as much as they can, but they decide to go ahead and leave, and they decide to go ahead and go back to the hook, maybe pressure a heal. Oh, but this person went back to the gen. This is a very dangerous position, and they go down. They get punished for it. This is sometimes the drawback to not healing. That's sometimes their drawback to it, and they're gonna hook them directly next to that gen, and they're gonna get a lot of progression out of it. It's gonna be hard for the survivors to really come come back and get a couple more gens, especially with that being a 99 gen. Now we do see somebody already being healed, and I bet they're probably trying to heal this this other person as well. Oh no, that's so unfortunate, and that person goes down. We see the Jill Valentine. The Jill Valentine is gonna. What are they looking to do? It looks like they're proccing their balance landing, and they're gonna try and get out. Very nice dodge. And I think we've already seen an unbreakable. And oh no, this survivor doesn't know it, but this killer doesn't have any hatchets. They're gonna pre-throw this hatchet, or they're gonna pre-drop, and unfortunately they go down. Oh no, the garbage, the epic garbage can for the win. The epic garbage can saving the day, and unfortunately the person that's on the hook is now dead. Oh, this is going to be very unfortunate, but that's okay. Now they get the down. They were incredibly patient. They were able to do the pickups. They were able to put pressure where they needed to put pressure. And that's a job well done. Well done. All they have to do is go over to the other survivor that's on the ground, collect them, and this will be a 30-point to 6-point difference going into game 2. Now the question is, can they find? Oh, I heard them. Are they in this corner? They are. They are as deep into this corner as they possibly can. But oh yeah, they can make it. They can absolutely make it to that right over there. They can absolutely make it over here. And with that, that's going to be a 4K with 2 gens remaining. And oh, that's unfortunate. The hatch was right here. They had no ed to go with the build. And so the job well done goes out to Alter, who's going to take a 30 points to 6-point lead going into game 2 between Alter. And how did we get here? We're gonna go get set up for game number 2. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back for game 2 between Alter and how did we get here? We are coming across a Wraith on Torment Creek. I find this to be a little bit surprising, but you're getting some really good mobility. So in that essence, I kind of respect it, and in which they're going to go ahead and continue the pursuit. And with that, they're going to go ahead and kick down a gen, or kick down a breakable wall. Oh, very nice fit coming in by the Nancy. They are going to get some pretty good pallets out of the way, and they're going to go back into their chase. The question is, nope, they don't get it. The firecracker is gone, but they do get the pallet out of the way at Country. Which now they're going to be at their corrupted gens, and this killer just decides to go ahead and leave. And with that, we are seeing these gens being regressed when nobody's on it. We saw those huge sparks, so we do know that Ruin on top of Corrupt Intervention are in play. And so, yep, we do see a glowy, and so the survivors, I sure are aware of it. And this Nancy is going to be back in trouble. Ooh, it's time to get a really good pallet out of the way. Okay. We are getting some good information regarding what people may be using. This Nancy is looking behind her a lot, but that's okay. And so with that, this is going to be the first down. This is going to be the first down with one gen. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad. You know, it's a pretty big map. And so with that, this killer's going to cloak up and go on ahead. And an immediate unhook in which somebody is hopping off of this gen right over here. So we are going to get some regression going. And with that, this Meg is going to be looking to take this killer away for as long as possible. A gen was finished just behind them, and I bet this person has balanced landing. Yep, which is exactly... Oh, very good job to try and block them off. Is this a pallet? No, this isn't the pallet. This is. They don't get it, but they do get the pallet, so they can be able to destroy it later if they want, because it looks like they are going to try and play this area. Very good mind games that we're seeing come in, but now they're stuck and they are going to take the down. Now, I bet that the other person that did the second gen just completed that other one. They went and they rotated with very good teamwork. We're seeing some very good communication coming in. Now you do have kind of a 3-gen that you can work for, and with that, the Ruin's going to be gone. It's going to go back into chase with the Nancy, and with that, they just decide they're going to go ahead and leave. They're going to go straight for the unhook. The question is, do they have will make it? They don't. They get the down immediately. They're gonna go for the immediate pickup. Oh, unable to get the flashlight blind, which was really close. And they're gonna go ahead and pursue the person that tried to do the flashlight blind, which was the Nia. And then decide they're going to go ahead and try and cut off. Yep, they're trying to get some regression going as much as they can. They do have one really good pallet, which is now gone, but now they can go back and continue the chase if they want. There's a couple of things that are happening. You've got one person trying to do a gen, and then you have another person trying to distract the killer in exactly the same place, which you do get a smack on the Nancy, and then they decide to go ahead and leave, probably to ensure that the person that's on the hook stays on the hook to death, which I bet is what's going to happen. Yep, we're gonna see it immediately. They're gonna put pressure on this person, so if I'm the other survivors, I definitely want to be on that. I definitely want to be on the other gens. If this person is most likely gonna die, one gen just got done. I bet they're working on main right now. This person just died, and so now this killer's feeling pretty good. It is now a 1v3, one gen remaining. That person's dipping. This person's gonna try and get the blind. and unfortunately is not going to get the killer burn, and they are going to go further away. You see them pressuring different generators, which is really good. Oh, very nice. Very nice job so far by the survivors. The mind games are coming in very strong. Right now, I would go ahead and stick on the Nia. And with that, if they paid attention, they do know where the ruin is. And trying to get the clicky click. And is this going to be a fresh hook? I think the first hook was on the Nancy. I think after you do this, you go check main and then you go check your other gens. Yep, that was a fresh hook. And that's going to continue to regress. That's a deliverance, which is probably why no one was going over there. And this person has a medkit, so that's fine. They're going to go ahead and get another smackaroo on them, and they're going to be on their way. They're going to go check this gen, which I believe the ace. Yep, the ace was working on. Oh, I think this ace got out of their... Or I think the wraith got out of their power a little too early, but I think this is the right call. You leave the ace because you want to ensure that these people aren't doing anything. Yep. Oh, very nice. And so the Nia just kept on running. They were going to try and get rid of the ruin because they know how strong it's doing right now. It's putting in a lot of work. And with that, they could go ahead and pick up if they wanted to, but they decided to just go ahead and leave. They're going to go check main, try and ensure that there's nobody there. Yeah, and someone's healed. Someone is healed, and I think that was with medkit. If they do have the medkit, it's probably with botany knowledge, as you can get so much value out of it. No, they're healing each other. They're taking the time. They know that it's going to be a long game, so they're just going to go ahead and just do a full reset. And this is going to be a very good position for this raid. Hooking your survivors right next to your ruin in a manageable 3-gen. This is a very good position for any raid to be in. And they're back on this gen, and so go ahead and go for the Nancy, give them a smack. They may run to the other side. I bet you they're running to the other side, and there's the ace. I wonder if the ace is the one with the borrowed time. Oh, this Nia is going to put themselves back into a corner. Oh, this Nia just walked right past you, bruv. But this was really good. I think the right call is to go ahead and slug them. I don't think you've seen a decisive strike yet. No one's working on that gen. There is a little bit of progress on this gen here at main. They're gonna go check their ruin. No one's there. Okay, good sign. Is now the point where they go to pick up? Who knows? This killer is kind of camping out the area because he doesn't have anything to be worried about. The other two survivors are most likely on the other side of the map, you know, doing their full resets. And so now we think is the point where you can go ahead and, yep, you see how they healed back to back. I think now is a point where you go ahead and you collect your person and you put them on the hook. But they decide they're just going to go ahead and leave them slugged. This Nancy's going to try and take this Wraith all the way to Shack. And this Wraith, it's just one hit, and then it's going to go back to your slug. And they just got picked up. And now they should all know. They all know where the ruin is. They're all injured again. This is I anticipate the ruin going out. Oh, very good job to fake them out of the out of that vault. That's very nice. I think this is enough time for the survivors. Oh, they decide to just heal instead. They decide to just go ahead and heal. So they're not even worried about... They're not worried about the ruin. They know where it is, and they're just going to try and, you know, take this as slow as they can. They have a bunch of time. They have 5 hooks. You do have somebody that's on Death Hook. Yeah, you have 1 person on Death Hook. The other 2 have 2 hooks to give. The only thing you want to be careful about, and there's a Nancy. Gonna give him, I would say go ahead and give him a hit, because you know they're gonna run over to Shaq. Or to Shaq's side. Now the question is, did somebody try and come over to the ruin? They did. They're almost done. Oh, they got it. That's exactly what they needed in order to turn this around. Oh no, the 2 injured people are here. Yep, yep, they're gonna do the smart play. They're just gonna block the window. Get the down there. Now the question is, does the Nia go back around to get the unhook or no? They do. So they're gonna go ahead and hook this person next to a generator. This has been well played. This has been well played. It's a very slow, it's a very methodical approach, and with that, now every single person is on Death Hook. Every single person is on Death Hook. And they found the reset point. And now they're gonna get the injuries going again. Wow, this Nia was just sneaking up right behind him. The ace is probably going for the save right now. This is going to be kill number 2. Oh, that Nancy has a renewal. We have a renewal gamer. That's very good. Now, Nancy's going to be full health, and I think the teams are going to be okay with it. They are going to get the down on the ace. The question is, do they leave them slugged to try and go for the Nancy, in which the answer is yes. The other question that we have, what is the Nancy trying to do? Is the Nancy going to try and hang out and wait for the hatch? Or are they gonna go and try and pick up their friend, or are they doing a generator? Oh, we found the Nancy. The Nancy has been found, and we did see an Unbreakable coming in by the ace, which is the best thing that could have happened. Now is the time to go ahead and break this pallet, and I think you can afford to go ahead and take this chase. Now, just to keep in mind, we do not know what the other perks are. We are only aware of Ruin and Corrupt Intervention. Ooh, very nice fake coming in by the Nancy. In which they're probably going to go ahead and take the vault. Nope, they're going to go to Shaq. Oh, they dead-hearted in, and they get... Ooh, very nice timing. And so the killer is now going to go ahead and commit. They're going to go ahead and commit, and actually, as I say that, they decide to leave. They decide to go ahead and leave the chase. They're going to go check out the gens. Oh, smart move. They're going to go ahead and kick this. They're going to go pursue the ace, who is the one trying to put pressure on that gen. And they're going to go ahead and take them all the way to Shaq as well. And now you come across both survivors here. None of them are doing, neither of them are on a generator, and they're going to go ahead and just leave them slugged. This is not, they're going to go ahead and pre-throw that. I would do the same thing as well. And they're going to go ahead and try and block them off. and very good execution that we're seeing by the killer, who decides it is now time to go ahead and collect the 4K. So they're gonna go ahead and pick them up and put them on a hook. Now the question is, where did the ace go? Oh, we found the ace. And with that, they're gonna go ahead and collect their 4K. This was a job well done by the killer. Now, even with this being a 4K, in the first game, Alter had a 4K with 2 gens remaining. In this one, it is a 4K with 1 gen remaining. It is a 2-point difference. It is a 2-point difference between the two teams. And so that everyone is aware, the other 2 perks were NOED and No Way Out. And the 2 add-ons that the Wraith decided to go with were Swift Hunt to increase the cloaking speed by 12%, and Windstorm for faster movement speed while cloaked by 9%. Now with that, we're going to go ahead and get set up for Game 3, so we will be right back. Don't go anywhere, gamers. And we are back. This time we are seeing a blight coming in. My team, how did we get here? Oh, trying to go ahead and get the lethal rush, and it's just not going to occur. And we do know that there is a corrupt intervention as they are having a chase. And we do see a glowing totem. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but whatever it was, it is gone. And so with that, this killer's going to go ahead and put the pressure on the ace. And the ace who is taking the killer all the way out into a far dead zone. Really trying to get these... Ooh, very close to getting a nice flick, but it's not going to happen. And the ace is already healed up. Very nice fake that we're seeing coming in by the Meg. Unfortunately, this blight was none the wiser. And that was the strangest. That is the strangest rush I have ever seen, if I'm gonna be honest. But it looks like this killer is gonna go ahead and pursue some sort of chase, and it's just not going to work. They were unable to get a hit this time, and they're gonna take the vault. Yep, they do take the vault. It makes me wonder how much time is this killer going to be spending here. And they make a decision to go ahead and leave, and they're going to go against an injured person who got caught out of position. Now, one generator did get completed, so they're going to go ahead and go for the pickup. And we were seeing auras when the lethal rush was occurring, in which we do know Deadlock is in the game. So it's very, I'm very confident in saying that there is a Compound 21 as one of the add-ons. I'm not exactly sure what the other add-on is, but we do have one hook already. This blight may be trying to go for a tunnel out. That is definitely possible. Oh, they tried to go for the hook tech, but they're going to be unable to connect. So it begs the question, where did this other person go? And they're on the other side, right over here. Oh, the Nancy trying to get the flashlight, get the flashbang to go, but unfortunately is not going to be able to make it happen. And there the Nancy goes. And so they're going to go over to this generator and give the ace a nice little hit, and the Meg is now going to be on their way. This blight, I'm sure, as soon as they hit get all their tokens back, yep, they're going to immediately try and get this person out. Oh, this is such a hard position to be in. There's so many things that you can glide off of, and it can be very difficult to navigate. We're seeing some very fast resets coming in by these survivors, so they probably came in with some healing perks. And we do get a second down here by the killer, and so they are going to go ahead and do the pickup on the Meg. And no decisive strike, as I think it's been more than a minute if they still had it. They're going to confirm the second hook. They're probably going to want to commit them to getting them out. Oh, and someone is over here. And they're not going to be able to find... There they are. They're now over at Shack, and they were going to do one or two things. They were either going to... Oh, they're going to try and hug tech it. And unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. So they may try to confirm the death. Yep, that seems what they're going to be doing. They are going to get the hit on the ace, though. Which is good, because now as soon as you get your... The Blight Rush went around the ace, and they're going to want to try and confirm this. You better hope this person doesn't have decisive. They don't have decisive. This is very good. This is now going to be a 3v1 with 2 gens remaining. With the Blight, this is going to be incredibly dangerous for these survivors. However, Alter has proven that they are a pretty good squad. And with that hit, we do know that Pop Goes the Weasel is the last perk. This Blight is having some difficulty trying to get their rushes around this hill, and now we're going to be taking a chase to main, but they decide to go ahead and leave it. And it looks like they're going to go check beside main or next to Shack. They're really disguising their true intentions. Ooh, that was a... Are they gonna be able to get... Oh no, they went away. They went far away. Oh, this gen was 99, so they're gonna go ahead and dry kick it, maybe get some more regression out of it, and they're gonna go check on these other two generators and try and see if they can get something going. And so they decide they're just gonna go ahead and leave it because someone is going back. Oh, someone did come back to try and just tap the gen, but with the pressure there, they weren't able to do it. So I bet that they're working on two gens. Oh, they're gonna try and play this area. Yeah, you don't get those. You don't get those hits, unfortunately. And so with that, they're going to go ahead and leave this area. I think they know that they're not going to be able to do anything with this. Oh, the ace is here. This is the perfect person you want to be seeing because they're already injured. They're going to take this chase. Oh, they're going to do a double vault. Double vault for the... Very nice. Interrupt and grab coming in. The question... Yeah, you got a hook right here. This is going to be very good. And so that's a fresh hook. Oh yeah, you want to go back to that gen over there. I would probably go ahead and commit to just kicking this gen. You have Pop Goes the Weasel. Everybody is over here. Yeah, go ahead and get the hit and go away. And who is anyone over here? I don't think anyone is. They had two different gens that were 99. I bet that Nancy is over at this gen. Yep, they are. And the killer's gonna go ahead and dry kick it, try and get some pressure, but the Nancy is still sticking over here. Yeah, you can't, I don't think you can hug tech that efficiently. To my understanding, you really can't. And with those two people healed, I bet that other gen is going to be done in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, and we're already seeing scratch marks over there. There's got to be two people over here, right? Yeah, and you get the hit on the Nia. I think what you do is you try to commit on the and unable to connect, and you got two people here. The other person just finished the gen. Yep, it's exactly what we saw. And you can see the Nancy is trying to take body blocks. Ooh, very nice dodge there by the Nia. Is going to try and play this one out. Oh, there's somebody here, and the ace now gets hit. Now every single person is injured right now. There's one or two things that you can do, and the killer's going to go ahead. They're going to knock down the Nancy. They're going to try to use their... Now you got two people down, slugging for the 4K. The question is, where's the ace? Did the ace go very far away? They're going to confirm the hook on the Nancy. And this will be second hook, right? This is a fresh hook. Yeah, the ace is over at the other one. The question is, does Nia have Unbreakable? I have no idea where there's another hook that maybe you can patrol these two, but I think that I think this is a pretty good decision. That gate has to be closed, right? Yeah, we see the ace is at the other exit gate, and these are good spawns for this killer. And right now, oh wow! Oh, unable to get it, and this is going to be a 3 out. There was so much pressure here, and that's 1, 2, and 3. 3 people out. Very unfortunate ending, but the survivors, they played it very well. There was a deliverance person on the hook. The unbreakable was on the ground. And yeah, the person that wasn't really able to help in any way, they were completely on the other side. This was well coordinated by the survivors. And so with that, it is only, if the score is correct, it's only an 8-point lead between Alter and How Did We Get Here, which means that the survivors have to show up. They have to show up for this final game between Alter and How Did We Get Here. We're gonna go set up for the final game. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. our final game in this 8-point matchup between Alter and How Did We Get Here, and we're seeing it. Ladies, gentlemen of the jury, we are here today to see. We are seeing a hillbilly. This is going to be a good one, and we can already tell that this Billy is bringing low pro chains. They have corrupt intervention. Very nice done coming in by the Nia. And this Nia is going to give them a little bit of a chase. Hopefully the survivors are working on generators. They may go down to the M1 right here, but only a couple resources were taken out of commission. You know, so that's not bad. And on top of that, you're gonna get a hook somewhere near Shack, it looks like, as we are gonna get a hook in the corrupted area. And worth noting, the corrupted gens are split. These corrupted gens are split. Yeah, these survivors were at least putting in work on the generators, and they're gonna get a beautiful down with their chainsaw on the Fang. Now, hopefully, somebody is going to get the save right now. This gen was about 75, and deadlock we just saw happen in front of our very eyes. And they just got the unhook, and I bet the killer is going to go over to that area. Instead, they're just going to kind of hang out here, proxy the hook, proxy the gen that's at 75, and the person has already been healed. It seemed like a very fast one. They could have had botany. I don't think they could have been that fast with the desperate measures. I don't think it could have been that fast with the desperate measures. Could have had Will Make It? I'm not entirely sure. But the only thing I do know is that this killer is camping the hook. They are going to go ahead and take the down. And they're just going to apply some pressure. You know, gens are being worked on, and with this being a one-shot killer, they're just camping the area. They just want to ensure that this person goes to second stage. They want to confirm it. They really don't want them to leave, which is why they're gonna go ahead and get this prepped up. And they used a lot of their chainsaw in order to ensure that they wouldn't be taken off the hook. But ooh, we're getting some good pressure from this survivor, and a very nice curve that we see coming in by the Jonathan Briars, but they are going to be left slug as they are going to go. Ooh, and unfortunately they do run into the tires, and it looks like I thought they were going to commit to the tunnel. I'm going to be 100% honest. But instead, they just decide to go ahead and leave it and go ahead and pick up the Jonathan Briars instead. And they are going to be picked up, and they're going to go ahead and be moved a little bit closer to... oh wait, is this a 3 gen? You have a gen here that's 75. You got the hill gen. Oh wow, very good jukes coming in by the Jill in order to... Oh, what was that? That seemed very weird. I don't know what they were trying to do. But they do take an M1, and they are on the way. This killer is going back to the hill. They took the hill. They got the scenic route. They're going to go check in on the person on the hook. This killer seems to check the hook quite a lot, or they seem to hang around near it. So this killer, I think, is going to go ahead and, yep, get that gen tap, try and get some regression as much as they can. And it looks like this Jill seems to want to hang out by this hill going up it. It's really telegraphing the fact that they probably have the balanced landing, but I'm also entirely unsure. They're trying to confirm the second stage on them, and they do confirm it. And they are gonna go ahead and kick this gen that's about 75. There's a lot of gens that have, you know, progress on it, but this is overall not the best position for the survivors to be in. Oh, a missed skill check over on that far gen. It looked like either that or it was a failed healing check. I think if I'm the killer, I'm perfectly content with going ahead and just keeping this here. And that gen that's way over there has been done. And the gen next to Shaq is deadlocked. We haven't seen too much happening with this killer. Can just easily patrol this area. Hopefully the survivors are just putting in the work to get the generators done. Like you see, they want to come in. They want to come in and do this, but unfortunately it's just not going to happen. And this Fang was going to go back to the gen they had put a lot of progress on. And they're unable to get that, and they're going to try and go back to an area in which they were. But with that noise, we can all know that this killer is in overheat on their chainsaw, in which now these survivors are starting to understand that there's a pretty good 3-4 gen area. You know, it's going to be very difficult for them. Yeah, this is a full gen. Holy cow, dude. On a chainsaw, what RNG they got, dude. They have some beautiful RNG. In which they're going to go ahead and take the vault. Ooh, and they get the down. Beautiful chainsaw coming in by the killer. And they're gonna go ahead and pick them up and put them on a hook nearby. Oh, you have another hook that's right here. These survivors are not gonna be able to get another gen done. You just can't. Oh, they knew the person was here just baiting it. You're catching two people out of position. You're catching two people out of position quite a lot. This is a very good position, and they don't get it down here. They do get an unhook, but this is a job well done. We're seeing by the survivors that are just trying to salvage what they can. And this is a curve and Billy. This is someone that knows how to curve, and unfortunately, is just not able to get it this time. But I bet there's probably very nice free throw coming in by the Jill, and after that they leave. They're going all the way to main. In the meantime, someone was working their way behind that little vehicle over there to try and put some pressure on the gen. And you know, we see those scratch marks. You know, we know they were here. They checked the locker, thinking maybe they would hide in the locker. But you do come across a Liz. I'm sorry, you come across a Fang who's lurking in this area, and they do take a vault. Ooh, they got some distance. That's some life if ever I saw it. But they do run into this vehicle right here, which is unfortunate. But the Jill needs to get out of here. This is a curve and Billy. This is not a position you want to be in. And ooh, very like tough cluster right there. In which now this Jill is going to go ahead and it's going to go into main. Very nice pallets done. We're seeing by the Jill. Well done, in which the killer goes ahead. They decide to leave. And they're going to go check on the gens, and now they're into overheat again. This time they're pursuing somebody who is already injured. Me personally, I probably would have, you know, just pre-thrown it one earlier, but well done. They do pre-throw it here, and they do take the vault, unfortunately, and the Billy does read it, and so it's going to be an easy down, and they do pick up. And the question is there a hook nearby? Another gen's getting done. So these survivors are getting gens done. And that is death. That is death hook. Oh, this gen is 99. What's the progress on the other gens? Now this killer is looking in the weird nicks and crannies, you know, just trying to see if somebody's lurking. Now we do come across a Fang, and this Fang is gonna go ahead and they were gonna try and take them away from the gens, but unfortunately he's gonna be unable to do so. And this Billy is gonna go ahead and leave them slow to go back to the gen that is no longer deadlocked. And is somebody here? Nobody's here. And they're gonna go ahead and kick that gen that's a 99. And they're trying to see if they can get pressure on a different gen. This gen has about, you know, 80% on it. And this gen's not being worked on at all. So you already know your two gens that have the most progress on them. Oh, someone's here. Someone was here just trying to get the points, and unfortunately, there's Billy. Oh, very nice throw. That pallet really did save them. Unfortunately, this is going to be rather difficult for the survivor to navigate. And for those that just heard it, that's a bamboozle. Which the survivors are going to be well aware of that as well, and we get ourselves a very nice down. We had a very good showing today. And so with that, this jail is going to go on the hook. I cannot remember if they're on Death Hook. Is this somebody that's on Death Hook? No, this was a fresh hook. They're gonna make sure that this person doesn't have deliverance, I think. Because I don't think we've seen a deliverance all game. Yeah, I don't think we've seen a deliverance, and they're trying to find the Fang to see where they crawled off to. But I have no idea where they've gone. And they're just trying to find the Fang, but they're not finding the Fang. This is very unfortunate for them. If they don't get the Fang, you lose the points. You get no points for that bleed out. But you know, even then, in the final game, you were up by 8 anyway. And with them only doing 4 generators, and you've already got 9 stages of hooks in. You've got 9 stages of hooks. You know, you're in a pretty good position as far as points are concerned. Now the person that's on the ground has about another minute-ish or so before they lose the points for it. But this killer is going to go ahead and try and find the Fang. They're looking in basement, but they're not finding them. And the person that's on the hook just decided to go ahead and just let them die. And at this point, it's a wild goose chase to try and find this person. Oh, I heard crows. Are they in this far corner? I wonder. Yeah, this killer is just gonna try and find this person. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things, because I believe, yeah, this is it's a pretty sizable lead at this point. Their Alter is going to be coming away with the victory. Of course, you want to get the final hook in, but just unfortunately, you're not finding the Fang that just got slugged for so long. Now, it's not going to matter at this point, and the person bled out. The person bled out, and I think the person that was on the hook first was the one that was your deliverance player. Yeah, I think it was. So they lost access to their deliverance very early. The other perks, the other things that we didn't know, we had the Doom engravings for faster sprint movement speed. We had NOED. Bamboozle got revealed at the very end. And so that was a very good game by both sides. But this week we are going to be stating right now that this victory was claimed by Alter in a very impressive win. 80 points to Alter, 55 to How Do We Get Here. It took all 4 games to get to this point. Congratulations to Alter, who will be picking up their next victory, and we look forward to seeing what they're going to bring out in week 6. Now, with that in mind, guys, make sure that you tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. and at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have 2 different matches that are going to be occurring. Let me go ahead and pull those up for you guys very quickly. So the first game tomorrow is between Sigma Grinders and Remedy at 3 p.m. And then at 5 p.m. we have a matchup between Petroleum and Purge. Make sure you guys, show up for those. We're going to have some really good games for you guys. And finally, if you guys weren't here yesterday, or if you haven't paid attention to our Discord, we are going to be doing our first 1v1 tournament. It is going to be a Hillbilly versus Survivor Longest Chase wins. If you want to know more information about that, make sure you hit !event to get all the details that you want. Now, with that in mind, we are going to be ending the stream. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I am your co-host. I am your co-commissioner and main host, Travesty on Demand, where all of the moves I make in my games are quite the travesty. I appreciate you all being here. We will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Have a good night, gamers.